two-tire stops later. There's more people than us are watching what that guy's doing right now.
And I have a feeling Drew Herring in that 27, age 23, he's from Benson, North Carolina. When he qualified on the pole here last year for a USAR race and then finished second, there might be a chance that they try two tires that day as well. Rick?
Well, the good news, it wasn't just a two-tire stop. He's very happy with the handling. As you see the pass right there, and Leffler goes by, and apparently he may be having an issue at this point, because a moment ago they were saying he was totally happy. In fact, not only did they only go for two tires, but they made no changes to the car at all. And he'd been running up there very competitively with Jason the whole time. But as you see, this two car just got by him right away.
Well, and that was a one moment in time for Drew Herring after he had held such a solid line for so many laps holding off Harvick. It was just like an all-of-a-sudden moment for the 27 here just a lap or two ago.
So now it's all about preserving your position as much as you can. It's not about necessarily fighting these guys lap after lap for position, because he's not on equal footing. He's done his job. Preserve as much as you can until you get back to pit road and equal things out.
He restarted fourth. He fell back to seventh. Watch this right here. Boom. That's where he lost it. What's happening there, Rick?
Yeah, he got loose on corner entry.
I'm sorry, guys, but he might got loose on corner exit. But with a hard tire, it just seems like when you overheat that tire, it takes a while for it to cool down. And for some reason, if you slide that tire, it'll continue to slide till you give it a break and let it cool down. Now, if he's able to drive that thing a little bit straighter and let it cool down, he may be able to maintain his lap times.
And his net gain is still good. He's only lost 3 positions. Remember, he gained 7 on that pit stop before. Meanwhile, looking back, side by side, Matt DiBenedetto in the 20 and Justin Allgaier in the 12. And that is for the 12th position. As you watch Allgaier, remember Verizon Wireless customers can text champion to 43776 for exclusive Champion Chats content from our NASCAR Now Roundtable experts. And Ray, I believe you've been an expert on the NASCAR Roundtable from time to time.
It depends on who you talk to.
Maybe if you talk to Allgaier right now, he'd say you were.
I think he's having a pretty good day, really. Spoke to this kid earlier today. Really impressed with the good head on his shoulders. He seems to communicate his car well. He's doing a really good job. Again, in a backup car, didn't panic, knew what he needed, working with crew chief Chad Walters. Did not get a lot of practice as much as they wanted on that car, but really having a good, solid run.
I enjoy talking to him, Ray, because everything he's told me has come true. It's been proven to be fact. He told me earlier, I'm going to run the middle of the racetrack because I'm comfortable there and my tires don't give up as quickly. He's been running the middle of the groove since the drop of the green flag.
Well, obviously, Roger Penske's a smart guy, and he saw something in this kid, grabbed him up as soon as he won the ARC championship, put him in a nationwide car, and he's grooming him for better things at Penske Racing. Doing an awesome job.
In a backup car, like I said earlier.
Here's for the lead, Trevor Bayne looking to the inside now of Kyle Busch. And through 1 and 2, it's going to be side by side, guys.
Wow, what an amazing move, again, for a young man. He's having a career day right there so far for him, racing side by side with Kyle Busch.
It's the next test for him to be able to match talent like Kyle Busch, door to door, lap after lap, and use very good composure here and say, no, not yet, back off. This is where Johnny Benson comes into the equation. Johnny's saying, okay, give it 3 or 4 more laps. He's fading, you're going to get it.
You know what really bothers me about that, though? If you add both those guys up together, I think I'm still 10 years older than that.
Kyle Busch maintaining the lead. Lap 73 completed right now. Bayne still with the pressure. Remember, Bayne was on the pole to start this race, but never had the lead at the beginning. He has led 2 laps total at the start-finish line, but he's not been able to overpower Kyle Busch at this point. 2 very good race cars.
Yeah, they both have to take claim to a certain part of the racetrack and give each other some room. They're doing that.
Also, a good time to, again, throw a shout-out to our buddy Rusty Wallace along with the other people here at Iowa Speedway. What they've done with the banking at this racetrack has allowed the guys to race like that, side by side, keep up their momentum, keep space between those cars, and really put on a good show.
Yeah, Rusty's proud of this racetrack, and he should be. The fact that it's sold out is quite an endorsement for the job that they did.
If you missed the shots of the crowd earlier, last year they had a complete sellout, as we see now, the 99 of Bayne taking the lead. This year they had a little standing room only left over, but every seat was sold here. I don't think they're using them right now as Bayne takes the lead away from Busch.
Trevor is gaining a lot of respect from Kyle Busch. Veteran drivers or drivers with a lot of experience like Kyle will size you up. They'll make you earn it. They won't give you anything. But lap after lap, Trevor Bayne has handled it like a veteran, and he says, okay, take the spot. Now I'm going to test you from the low side.
Shannon, you've got more?
Well, guys, you remember the first run, Trevor Bayne's car was actually a little bit better on the long run. In fact, he tried to make this pass right before the caution came out. One thing that really impresses me with Trevor Bayne, we've been following him since he started in the Nationwide Series, is his ability to tell his crew chief, Jerry Baxter, right there on the right-hand side, what he needs out of the car. When the caution came out, he told Jerry, I am beating him in 1 and 2. I am a little bit loose off, explaining the track, telling him where he was better than Kyle Busch. They made a slight air pressure adjustment and 4 tires, and you see now that car is coming to life. But guys, I think I remember another 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid who really knocked our socks off in the Nationwide Series. His name, I think, was Kyle Busch.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Shannon. As we watch this battle continue, they get around the 83 there of Johnny Borneman.
It's a reflection on talent when a driver can give you detailed information while he's battling for the lead. I tell you, the majority of drivers slow down when they get on the radio, but the best of drivers do not give up 1/100th of a second when they're still giving specific descriptions of what they're lacking or what they need.
And I'll tell you, a guy like Jerry Baxter, there's no better feeling for a veteran crew chief than you get a young guy that's got a ton of talent like that, and you can help move his career along by adding experience. It's a great feeling. I know that right now that guy's got to be having a good time.
And can Trevor Bayne win? Remember 2 races ago at Gateway, career best finish of 3rd. And we talked about the way he needs to finish off these races. The 18, well, he knows how to win. Can Trevor close the deal?
He's gaining credibility every lap, every race, and just think about what he's doing right here, right this moment. He's matching a guy that has already won 8 races this season. He's getting great experience.
And in traffic here, this is getting pretty difficult.
And what they're going to have to do then to beat Kyle Busch, he's going to have to match him on the adjustments. He's going to have to make
and that was
that's not going to have to make any moves like that.
Ooh, man.
He's going to have to make sure that he gives the proper information to Jerry Baxter and his crew to continue to adjust that car as the sun goes down and the racetrack cools off.
3 wide, you're in the middle. I'm sure a spotter was saying that just a moment ago. 14th place battle on the right side of your screen as well. Mike Bliss showing that point car very well for Curtis Key this weekend. That's a good run for them.
Mike is doing a great job in a car that's obviously less funded than most of what he's competing against.
No, absolutely, and they're glad to be running as well as they are here. Mike, very good on the less than a mile tracks. As you look back at Kyle Busch on the left of your screen now, as Trevor tries to put some distance between himself and the 2nd place runner, but it has been tough. Well, Trevor Bayne has led, just over 100 or so laps in his career. Most of them have come in the last 3 races as the youngster continues to lead the veteran here at Iowa. I think we mentioned before, you can get a double dose of ESPN Sunday and Monday night Major League Baseball coverage. Andre Ethier and the Dodgers taking on the Giants and Buster Posey. That is Sunday night at 8 Eastern. And then NL East rivals on Monday Night Baseball. That's the Mets and the Braves, Wright versus Hayward. And all of this is also available on ESPN3.com. Somebody's been swinging for the fences here at Iowa so far, and it's young Trevor Bayne, the 19-year-old, leading Kyle Busch at this point as they cross 90 laps completed in this 250-lap event. Keselowski runs 3rd, Harvick 4th, Leffler 5th. Brian Scott is in the 6th position right now, and Kyle trying to find his way back to the front.
Again, to put this in perspective, Trevor Bayne is leading. He's got Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, and Kevin Harvick chasing him. That says it all, doesn't it?
And I'll tell you, as the sun's going down, we're starting to see the lap times come down and down and down. And some of the guys who were screaming about their car, like Kevin Harvick, are turning some really fast laps right now, as fast as the leader.
Speeds are going up, and then obviously the drivers are communicating back to their crew chiefs on the way the adjustments might be changing too. Which way is my car going, right?
Yeah, you're gaining grip. You're doing some different things with your feet as the track cools down. And you're going to see cars like the 12 car, in this case, moving forward. He likes the changes he's getting from the track, and it's more of a track thing now than it is the car. Of course, your car is reacting to the grip that the track's offering.
And remember, this is a feeling that they didn't have last year. This race was run completely in the daylight hours, and big time collision between Brian Keselowski in the 26 and Colin Brown. Mark Green in the 49 also involved, and Brendan Gaughan, who was having a great run after